You could touch my cartridge anytime you want, baby. Because I don't have a cartridge, it's just the digital download link. Oh, there's the hair on my mic. Skip it up and that up. So Wolfenstein YoungBlood, which is kind of like DLC on steroids for Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, is coming late July 2019, July 26th to be exact, to all platforms, whether it be PC, Xbox One, PS4, or Nintendo Switch. You're going to be able to play the game, which I think is awesome because they did a hell of a job with Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus on the Switch. Again, I always say this, I'm not super excited about that game. It was amazing visually. The fact they got it to work well on the Switch is pretty mind-boggling, but there were just some things that just didn't click with me with Wolfenstein 2. It's not a bad game. I don't know, I had such a nerd boner over that game, and then I played it and my nerd boner went flaccid. I'm sorry for that visual. I am so sorry. Well, anyway, there's a lot of you out there that are collectors. You still love your physical media, whether it be for collecting or the fact that you may just have crappy internet and you rather have a physical copy of a game so you just have to deal with updates and not deal with downloading the whole game. There's a reason that you want to get a physical copy. Well, when it comes to Wolfenstein YoungBlood on the Nintendo Switch, you're going to get a box. But inside the box is going to be nothing more than a download code. This was confirmed by Wario64 on Twitter, and I know he goes by a lot of rumors and things like that, but this he actually has links to back up what he says. So let's discuss what he said, and then I'll give you my opinion, which isn't a good one. So this is what Wario64 said on Twitter. Wolfenstein YoungBlood for Switch at retail will contain no cartridge. Download code only. Internet required. Mentioned on Amazon and GameStop. And yeah, he has the links there. I checked out both links and they tell you, you're going to get a box with a code in it. Because, you know, even if you have the internet that's good enough to just download games quickly, why would you go to the store to get the box, to just get the code to go home and have to do the same thing you could just do right through the eShop? Why are you doing this? Look, I get it. I've said this before. I know that's my famous saying. I got to stop saying that saying. But I have. That I know that digital distribution and then eventually cloud gaming down the line, way down the line, is going to be the way we game. I understand that. And on my Switch, 99.9% of the games I get, unless it's something I really want a physical copy of, which is very rare, I just download the games through the eShop. It's just easier. I have a 400 gigabyte micro SD card in there, and I still think I have plenty of room. So it's just easier to have all my games in the console itself, not have to carry around a bunch of small cartridges that I could lose. Because one time, if you remember my story, I thought I lost my cartridges. I thought my son misplaced them, but I ended up putting them in a laundry basket. And thank God I found them because they probably would have been washed. I'm a dumbass. But what companies like Bethesda and Machine Games don't realize, and the countless others out there that do this crap, look, I get it. I know why they're doing this, because the cartridges are more expensive to manufacture and they're looking to cut costs. But there are people that it's not just that they want to collect the games, they physically just can't. Their internet doesn't allow them to download these big downloads. I always use this. A subscriber of mine, I won't mention names for privacy reasons. I've said this in another video. He has such bad internet where he lives that if he wants to download a game through Steam, he has to send his friend, mail him a USB drive, let his friend sign it to his account, download the game onto the USB drive on his Steam account, then mail him back the thumb drive so he can install it on his computer. Okay, the internet isn't ready around the world yet for everything to be digital distribution. My internet is, it's fast enough, but there's a lot of people even in the States that it isn't. So they may be like, I really liked Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. I want to get YoungBlood, but my internet sucks and I don't feel like waiting 6 years to download the game. I'll go out and buy the cartridge and just get whatever updates are going to come with it for the Switch. Now they can't do that. Now the only option they have is to download the game, and it may not be convenient for them to do that. They have to stop trying to force, look, let it happen eventually. Microsoft tried this when they first launched the Xbox One, trying to make the whole future digital distribution from the get-go. It backfired on them, and now people are more so embracing it. That's why they're even coming out with the Xbox One S All Digital Edition, I think that's the name of it. I just thought of off the top of my head right now, where it's a console that doesn't have a disc drive. You just download games to the hard drive. We're eventually getting there. But don't do this yet. There's some people who just can't download, even if they have all the money in the world, the internet infrastructure where they live doesn't allow them to do that. And when you do things like this, Machine Games and Bethesda, when you do things like this where you're forcing them to only download the game, they may not be able to do it. And you may be losing a customer because they just simply don't have the internet to download Wolfenstein YoungBlood in its entirety. I know people firsthand, like the one I just mentioned, that they're in a predicament whenever they want to download a big game, and you're hurting those kinds of customers. 5 years from now, things may be different. But doing this right now, you're alienating some of your customer base, and it pisses them off. And then, this is just so stupid. Why not just have the game digital download only on the eShop if you're going to do this? You're going to make people go to the store? I mean, it's going to be on the eShop too, but they're going to go to the store, buy a box just to get the same download code, so they have to download through the eShop anyway. Dumb all around, dumb idea, and you're pissing off a lot of people by doing it. We're not ready for the all-digital future yet. It's coming soon, but not yet. Think before you do things like this, developers and publishers. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Hey everybody, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the subscribe button. Also click the bell next to it to be notified of all of my uploads. And if you want to come check out my live streams, I have a second YouTube channel called RTU Streams where I'll be streaming there quite a bit starting in April. I'll have a link to that below in the description as well. Thank you for the continued support, and I'll see all of you in the next video.